Stay hungry, stay foolish. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. Design is not just what it looks like and feels like. Design is how it works. Quality is more important than quantity. I want to put a ding in the universe. Simple can be harder than complex. Sometimes when you innovate, you make mistakes. Be a yardstick of quality. Details matter. It's worth waiting to get it right. It's better to be a pirate than join the Navy. I'm convinced that about half of what separates successful entrepreneurs from the non-successful ones is pure perseverance. My job is not to be easy on people. My job is to make them better. Great things in business are never done by one person. They're done by a team of people. I have looked in the mirror every morning and asked myself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I'm about to do today? Creativity is just connecting things. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. Death is very likely the single best invention of life. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. If you don't love it, you're going to fail. I'm as proud of many of the things we haven't done as the things we have done. That's been one of my mantras: focus and simplicity. Innovation has nothing to do with how many R&D dollars you have. You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward. Remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most important tool I've ever encountered to help me make the big choices in life. Sometimes life hits you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. Being the richest man in the cemetery doesn't matter to me. It's not about money. It's about the people you have, how you're led, and how much you get it. We made the buttons on the screen look so good, you'll want to lick them. Get closer than ever to your customers. So close that you tell them what they need well before they realize it themselves. I'm the only person I know that's lost $250 million in 1 year. When you're a carpenter making a beautiful chest of drawers, you're not going to use a piece of plywood on the back. I don't think I run roughshod over people, but if I think something sucks, I tell them to their face. Why join the Navy if you can be a pirate? Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers. You can't just ask customers what they want and then try to give that to them. Technology is nothing. What's important is that you have a faith in people. It's not about pop culture, and it's not about fooling people. I'm pretty sure life is just a series of choices. Once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you'll start having positive results. Almost everything, all external expectations, all pride, all fear of embarrassment or failure, these things just fall away in the face of death. There is no reason not to follow your heart. We don't get a chance to do that many things, and everyone should be really excellent. Letting go of what is comfortable can be one of the hardest things you'll ever do, but also one of the most rewarding. Be undeniably good. No marketing effort or social media buzzwords are a substitute for that. The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. I think the biggest innovations of the 21st century will be at the intersection of biology and technology. A lot of times people don't know what they want until you show it to them. Tone is something hard to teach. In fact, I think it's almost impossible to teach, but it's the essence, in my mind, of a fine artist. I'm one of the few people who understands how producing technology requires intuition and creativity. Picasso had a saying, "Good artists copy, great artists steal." Quality is much better than quantity. One home run is much better than 2 doubles. When you grow up, you tend to get told the world is the way it is. Life can be much broader once you discover one simple fact. Everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you. Match the abilities of the team and the resources of the company with what the people need. I'm convinced that the only thing that kept me going was that I loved what I did. Real artists ship. It's really hard to design products by focus groups. A lot of times people don't know what they want until you show it to them. The journey is the reward. We're here to put a dent in the universe, Otherwise, why else even be here? I want to put a ding in the universe. Going to bed at night saying we've done something wonderful, that's what matters to me. You know, we don't grow most of the food we eat. We wear clothes other people make. We speak a language that other people developed. We're constantly taking things. Sometimes you hit a windshield. I think if you do something and it turns out pretty good, then you should go do something else wonderful, not dwell on it for too long. Get rid of the crappy stuff and focus on the good stuff. Innovation comes from saying no to 1,000 things. I think that the things you regret most in life are things you didn't do. Computers themselves and software yet to be developed will revolutionize the way we learn. I would trade all of my technology for an afternoon with Socrates. We don't have a good language to talk about this kind of thing. In most people's vocabularies, design means veneer. If you want to live your life in a creative way as an artist, you have to not look back too much. I would rather be a pirate than join the Navy. The only problem with Microsoft is they just have no taste. They have absolutely no taste. I want to put a ding in the universe. There's a phrase in Buddhism, beginner's mind. It's wonderful to have a beginner's mind. We think basically you watch television to turn your brain off, and you work on your computer when you want to turn your brain on. Be a yardstick of quality. Some people aren't used to an environment where excellence is expected. I'm the only person I know that's lost $250 million in 1 year. It's not the customer's job to know what they want. You have to be run by ideas, not hierarchy. The cure for Apple is not cost-cutting. The cure for Apple is to innovate its way out of its current predicament. I have my own theory about why decline happens at companies. They make some really great products, but then the sales and marketing people end up running the company. Stay hungry, stay foolish. I don't really care about being right, I just care about success. Most people don't get those experiences because designers don't have enough time. The system is that there is no system. That doesn't mean we don't have process. I have a great respect for incremental improvement, and I've done that sort of thing in my life, but I've always been attracted to the more revolutionary changes. We need to stop selling people things they don't need. I genuinely believe that the public is good and smart, and if you create great products, they will buy them. Apple was built to last, not to flip. The system is the people. I'm pretty sure I haven't met anyone with as much passion as I have for this kind of thing. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary to following the courage to do that. It's not a faith in technology, it's faith in people. What a computer is to me is the most remarkable tool that we have ever come up with. Stay hungry, stay foolish, and I have always wished that for myself.